The polling station, in countryside on the southern edge of Dundalk, seemed to be experiencing a higher voter turnout in Friday's abortion referendum than it did in the gay marriage referendum 3 years ago. See link below. The newsletter chose that location to speak to voters, on May 22, 2015, because its electorate typically spreads its vote widely among the political parties, around a quarter pro-Fianna Fáil, a similar number pro-Sinn Féin, with a large Fine Gael vote too. Then we did a straw poll that found 34 people backing gay marriage, 20 against, and 13 other voters who would not say. That was a similar finding to the overall vote across the Republic in that plebiscite, in which gay marriage was endorsed by a 62% to 38% ratio. We returned to the Haggardstown polling station today to speak to voters and do another straw poll. It was carried out between noon and 3 p.m., and had astonishingly similar results to 2015, this time 34 votes to 19. Any mini-exit poll is only a tiny microcosm of the wider area, let alone the whole country. The findings need treated with further caution, given that a much larger number of people than 2015 would not divulge how they voted. 35 of those approached this time. Of those who admitted that they had just voted no, against repeal of the Republic's Eighth Amendment, which prohibits terminations in almost all circumstances, few gave their name or posed for a picture. Among those who did pose, a retired civil servant Ole McInnes, aged 64, said, "I was going to be yes, for repeal. I thought originally to give attention to those in special circumstances within 12 weeks of pregnancy. But then I discovered it could go to 24 weeks or 39 if you get two doctors' opinion. It is a step too far, so I voted against repeal." In contrast, Tricia Reynolds, who backed repeal, did not waver during the campaign. "I am absolutely yes. I have 4 daughters. I believe every woman has to make decisions for her own body," she said. "I'm pro-life, but no one can dictate or anticipate extenuating circumstances." Another emphatic yes voter, Amir Yor, a graduate 26, cast her vote today en route from the gym. "I am totally yes, 100%, she said. "I believe it is about time Ireland caught up with the rest of the world in terms of women's bodily autonomy. It is time we left the Magdalene laundries behind. I was for repeal even before it got into the Dáil." Another 20-something voter, Jack Traynor, 20, went no. "I couldn't support abortion. I think it is wrong." He voted with his mother Sadie B. Mulligan, also a no. "My conscience wouldn't allow me to vote yes," she said. Parent and child said they reached the same no conclusion independent of each other. Neither was motivated by religion. Among other voters who cast a ballot as family, were the sisters Sodmorn, 24, and Dervla Morn, 21. The pair, who went to Catholic schools and now have a bit of belief, both voted yes, for repeal. Sod said that she did not like the fact that the Catholic Church have a lot of disbelief about science. The 24-year-old future vet observed that in animal care, they will abort a calf if the cow is in danger. In Ireland, with a woman, they won't. Dervla, 21, said she had been repelled by emotive and inaccurate no posters showing people with Down syndrome, and citing how many such pregnancies were aborted in England. Lika Iyer, a Malaysian of Indian descent, also voted yes, as did her daughter, 18, who did not want to be named. Radhika is Hindu but said that did not motivate her vote. "Hindu is a way of life," she explained. "I have not been taught such things. It should not be about religious teaching or anything like that. I feel women should have the choice. It might be fetal abnormality, it might be an unplanned pregnancy. A firm yes voter who did not want to be photographed, called Jean O'Neill, said, "Women have been controlled and kept down by the Catholic Church for too long." A man aged 65, who did not want to be photographed or named, was also emphatic in his yes vote because he had long wanted change. "I remember 40 years ago friends going to Liverpool by boat for an abortion," he said. "I can't think of the women of Ireland even considering a no vote." An elderly woman who voted no, and wanted to remain anonymous, said she would accept abortion in limited circumstances, but the government was proposing to make them too broad. She had been a midwife in England, and one time was called over by a Presbyterian nurse to baptize an aborted boy. She had never forgotten that moment. Newsletter mini poll in Dundalk in 2015.